Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. The atmosphere inside the Cliff House had never felt so heavy, and as Taylor Hayes stepped through the doorway and saw the fear written across Steffi's face, she immediately knew that whatever her daughter had been hiding was far worse than the excuses Rich had tried to give her earlier that morning. Steffi stood near the fireplace with her arms folded tightly across her chest, unable to meet her mother's eyes, while Finn remained several feet away near the window, his expression exhausted and wounded after a sleepless night filled with unanswered questions. Taylor had been told only fragments. Carter had been at the house late one evening while Finn was away. Something emotional had happened, and Steffi had kept it secret afterward. Rich had warned Taylor not to jump to conclusions, but Taylor knew her daughter too well. She knew the difference between Steffi being defensive, because she had made a business mistake, and Steffi being terrified, because she had crossed a personal line that could destroy her marriage. "Steffi," Taylor said quietly, trying to keep her voice calm, "look at me and tell me exactly what happened with Carter." Steffi swallowed hard and finally raised her eyes. "Mom, it's complicated." Taylor shook her head. "No. Complicated is a disagreement at Forrester Creations. Complicated is Carter changing his mind about a contract. This is your husband standing across the room looking like his entire world has fallen apart. So please don't insult Finn and don't insult me. Tell me the truth." Finn looked away, clearly not wanting to be the one who revealed it. Steffi took a shaky breath. For weeks she had tried to convince herself that the night with Carter had been nothing more than a terrible lapse in judgment born from anger, loneliness, alcohol, and frustration. She had told herself it did not define her feelings for Finn. She had told herself that if she buried the mistake deeply enough, then everyone could move forward without being hurt. But secrets in Los Angeles never stayed hidden forever, especially secrets involving the Forrester family. "Carter came over after we had that fight," Steffi finally admitted. "Finn and I were already having problems because of Sheila, because of everything happening with the family, and I felt like nobody was listening to me." Taylor's expression hardened. "So Carter listened?" Steffi nodded slowly. "He did. First we were just talking. He was upset too. There were problems with Daphne, Hope, the company, all of it. We both felt angry, betrayed, and exhausted." Finn's jaw tightened as Steffi continued. "We opened a bottle of wine. One glass became another. I started talking about how alone I felt, how scared I was that my marriage was falling apart, and Carter told me that I deserved to feel wanted." Taylor stared at her daughter. The room became completely silent. "And then?" she asked. Steffi's eyes filled with tears. "Mom!" Taylor moved closer. "And then what?" Steffi whispered. "We kissed." Taylor closed her eyes for a second, obviously struggling to process it, but Steffi knew the worst was still coming. Finn's face showed that he had already heard enough to know what she was about to say. Taylor opened her eyes again and said, "A kiss? That's what all of this is about." Steffi shook her head. No, that single word changed Taylor's entire expression. "Steffi, what did you do?" Steffi's voice broke as she finally confessed. "Carter stayed that night." Taylor's face went pale. "Stayed?" Steffi could barely speak now. "We crossed a line, Mom. A line that should never have been crossed." Taylor stared at her daughter as if she no longer recognized her. Finn walked toward the kitchen, unable to stand still as the confession played out again in front of him. Taylor whispered, "You slept with Carter?" Steffi nodded through tears. "It happened once." Taylor suddenly raised her hand and slapped Steffi across the cheek. The sharp sound echoed through the living room, leaving everyone frozen. Steffi touched her face in disbelief while Finn quickly turned around. Taylor immediately looked stunned by her own reaction, but the anger that had been building inside her overwhelmed everything else. "Mom!" Steffi cried. Taylor's eyes filled with tears. "What were you thinking?" she demanded. "You had Finn waiting for you. You had a husband who has stood beside you through kidnapping, violence, Sheila, Luna, Liam, every crisis this family has faced, and you threw all of that away for one night with Carter." Steffi shook her head desperately. "I didn't throw Finn away. I love him." "Then why?" Taylor demanded. "Why would you do something that could break him?" Finn stepped forward. "Taylor, please." But Taylor could not stop now. She had spent years watching Steffi fight for stability and defend her family while criticizing Brooke, Hope, and others for decisions that damaged relationships. Now Taylor saw the terrible irony of her daughter making a mistake that Steffy herself might never have forgiven another woman for making. "You have spent years talking about loyalty," Taylor said. "You have judged Brooke. You have judged Hope. You've accused the Logans of destroying marriages. But what happens when you're the one who breaks a promise?" Steffy recoiled from the words. "That's not fair." Taylor replied, "No, Steffy. What's not fair is Finn finding out after you had weeks to tell him yourself." Steffy looked toward Finn. "I wanted to tell you." Finn gave a bitter laugh. "When? Before or after somebody else exposed it?" Steffy whispered. "I was afraid." Finn answered. "You were afraid of losing me. That's different from being sorry enough to tell me the truth." Taylor could see the devastation between them, and although her anger remained, another emotion slowly emerged: fear. She was afraid this could finally be the mistake that ended Steffy and Finn's marriage. "Did Carter pressure you?" Taylor asked, suddenly needing to understand every detail. Steffy immediately shook her head. "No, Carter didn't force anything. We both made the mistake." Taylor sighed in frustration. "Then I can't even blame him completely." Steffy looked down. "No, you can't." Finn's eyes were red as he asked the question he had been asking himself repeatedly. "Do you have feelings for Carter?" Steffy looked up quickly. "No, not like that," Finn replied. "That's supposed to make this easier?" "Finn, please understand," Steffy said. "That night was about everything being wrong. I had been fighting with you about Sheila. I felt like you were choosing your mother over us. I felt like I was losing control of everything." Finn shook his head. "So you punished me by sleeping with Carter?" "No," Steffy cried. "I wasn't thinking about punishing you," Finn replied. "Maybe that's worse because apparently you weren't thinking about me at all." Taylor closed her eyes, knowing those words had hit Steffy harder than the slap. Steffy wiped away tears and tried to move closer to Finn, but he stepped back. "I love you," she said. "I know that sounds impossible right now, but I do." Finn replied, "Love isn't the only thing a marriage needs. It needs trust, Steffy, and I don't know what's real anymore." Before Steffy could answer, the front door opened and Ridge walked in. He immediately sensed the tension and saw the red mark across Steffy's cheek. "What happened?" he demanded. Taylor looked at him. "She told me." Ridge froze. "Everything." Taylor nodded. "Everything." Ridge looked toward Steffy. "You told your mother about Carter?" Steffy stared at him. "You knew." Taylor immediately turned toward Ridge. "Wait, you knew this already." Ridge hesitated, and that hesitation was enough. Taylor's anger shifted instantly. "How long?" Ridge answered cautiously. "Not long." Taylor stepped toward him. "How long, Ridge?" "A few days." Taylor threw her hands up. "Unbelievable. You knew your daughter betrayed her husband and you kept it from me." Ridge said, "It wasn't my secret to tell." Taylor replied, "No, but you certainly had no problem protecting her from the consequences." Ridge became defensive. "I was protecting Steffy. She was terrified." Finn interrupted. "Everybody keeps talking about protecting Steffy. Who was protecting me?" Ridge looked uncomfortable. Finn continued, "Carter knew. Steffy knew. Now apparently Ridge knew. I'm the husband, but I'm the last person everybody thinks deserves the truth." Ridge said, "That's not what happened." Finn replied, "It's exactly what happened." Taylor looked between the two men and realized that this was bigger than infidelity. It had become another Forrester family secret. Another situation where loyalty to the family had been placed above honesty. Taylor turned back toward her daughter. "Does anyone else know?" Steffy hesitated. "Carter obviously." "Ridge. And?" Taylor narrowed her eyes. "And who?" Steffy whispered. "Sheila." Finn's head snapped up. "Sheila knows." Steffy nodded. "She overheard Carter and me arguing about it." Taylor nearly laughed from disbelief. "Of course she did. Of course Sheila Carter somehow found her way into the middle of this disaster," Finn said. "Has she threatened you?" "Not exactly," Steffy replied. "She said Finn deserved the truth." Taylor stared at her daughter. For once, Sheila may actually be right. Steffy looked shocked. "Mom," Taylor replied. "I cannot believe I just said that either, but Finn did deserve the truth." Ridge stepped forward. Taylor, you're angry. We understand that. But this is not helping. Taylor turned on him. And covering it up was helping? Ridge sighed. I wasn't covering it up. You were giving Steffy time. Yes. Time to do what? Taylor asked. Hope the problem disappeared. Ridge responded. Time to decide how to protect her marriage. Taylor shook her head. You protect a marriage with honesty, Ridge. Not by hiding betrayal. The words carried extra meaning because of Taylor and Ridge's own complicated history. For a moment, Ridge had no response. Steffy finally said, Mom, I understand why you're angry, but you don't know how bad things were between Finn and me. Taylor replied, Then you separate. You go to therapy. You yell. You take a week away. You do anything except destroy trust with somebody else. Steffy's anger began to rise as well. You think I don't know that? You think I haven't replayed that night 1,000 times? I wake up every morning wishing I could erase it. Taylor softened for the first time. She saw the pain beneath Steffy's defensiveness. Then why didn't you tell Finn immediately? Steffy looked toward her husband. Because after it happened, I realized that I didn't want Carter. I wanted my marriage. I wanted my children. I wanted Finn. And I thought confessing would only transfer my guilt onto him. Finn quietly replied, That wasn't your decision to make. Steffy nodded. I know that now. Finn stared at her. Do you? Because every time I think I understand what happened, I learn there's another piece. Another person knew. Another conversation happened behind my back. Taylor asked, Finn, what do you want to do? Steffy looked terrified at the question. Finn took a long breath. I don't know. Steffy approached him slowly. Please don't make a decision tonight. Finn replied, I've spent our entire marriage making decisions based on the belief that you would always be honest with me. Apparently you've already changed the rules. Steffy whispered, I made one mistake. Finn shook his head. The night with Carter may have been one mistake. Every day you hid it was another choice. Steffy began crying harder. Taylor instinctively wanted to comfort her daughter, but she forced herself to remain still. This was a moment Steffy had to face without being rescued. Then another knock came at the door. Ridge looked toward the entrance and muttered, Please tell me that's not Carter. But it was. Carter entered after Steffy reluctantly opened the door. His expression immediately changed when he saw Taylor. Ridge and Finn all gathered in the room. I can come back, he said. Taylor replied coldly, No, Carter. Since everybody seems to know the secret, maybe we should finally stop whispering. Carter looked at Steffy. You told Taylor? Taylor answered for her. Yes, she told me. And now I'd like to hear your version. Carter remained calm. There isn't another version. We made a mistake. Taylor asked, Did you know how vulnerable she was? Carter nodded. Yes. Did you know she loved Finn? Yes. Did you know she would regret it? Carter paused. I knew she was conflicted. Taylor stepped closer. And you still stayed? Carter's face showed shame. Taylor, I'm not going to make excuses. I was wrong. Finn finally spoke. Why are you here? Carter turned toward him. Because Sheila came to see me. Everyone reacted. Carter continued. She said she was done keeping secrets for people who hate her. She said if Steffy didn't tell the truth herself, then she would make sure the whole family knew. Steffy's face turned pale. She's blackmailing me? Carter shook his head. She didn't ask for money or anything specific. She just wants leverage. She wants Finn to stop shutting her out. Finn's expression darkened. So she's using my marriage to get closer to me. Ridge muttered. That sounds exactly like Sheila. Taylor looked at Finn. And this is why secrets are dangerous. Once someone else knows, they own part of your life. Carter said. I came because I thought Steffy needed to know. Taylor stared at him. You should have thought about what Steffy needed before that night happened. Carter accepted the criticism without responding. Steffy then looked at Carter with a mixture of sadness and frustration. Did what happened mean something to you? She asked unexpectedly. Finn stared at her. Ridge immediately said, Steffy, is this really the time? But Steffy continued. I need to know because everybody keeps acting like there's some secret romance. There isn't. At least not for me. Carter looked at Finn before answering. I care about Steffy. I always have. But that night should never have happened. It was not the beginning of something. It was two people at their worst making a decision they both regret. Finn replied quietly, That's easy for you to say. You don't have to go upstairs and look at wedding pictures. You don't have children asking why their father isn't staying at home. Steffy looked horrified. You're leaving. Finn said, I'm going to stay somewhere else tonight. Finn, no. I need space. Steffy grabbed his arm. Please. We can talk. Finn gently removed her hand. That's all we've done since I found out. Talk. Explain. Cry. Apologize. And every conversation makes me feel like I know less than before. Taylor watched Finn head toward the stairs to pack a bag. Steffy turned to her mother. You have to help me. Taylor's face broke. I love you more than anything, but I can't fix this for you. Steffy whispered. You think Finn should leave me? I think Finn has the right to decide what he can forgive. Steffy wiped her tears. And what about you? Can you forgive me? Taylor immediately answered. You're my daughter. Of course I love you. But loving you does not mean pretending you were right. Steffy looked toward Carter. You should go. Carter nodded. I'm sorry, Steffy. Rich followed Carter outside, leaving Taylor alone with her daughter as Finn packed upstairs. Steffy sank onto the sofa and buried her face in her hands. Taylor sat beside her. After several seconds, Steffy whispered, Did you mean what you said? That I'm no different from Brooke. Taylor sighed. I said that because I was angry. Steffy looked at her. But you thought it. Taylor chose her words carefully. I think you have been very hard on other people when they made mistakes in love. Maybe this will change the way you look at them. That doesn't make what you did acceptable. But maybe it teaches you something about how easy it is to believe you could never cross a line until you're standing on the other side of it. Steffy began crying again. I don't want a lesson. I want my husband. Taylor wrapped an arm around her this time. Then fight for him honestly. Not with excuses. Not by blaming Sheila or Carter or your problems with Finn. Tell him exactly what you did, exactly why you regret it, and then give him the freedom to choose. Steffy whispered. What if he chooses to leave? Taylor looked into her daughter's eyes. Then you survive it. And if your marriage is as strong as you believe, maybe this isn't the end. But you cannot demand forgiveness just because you're afraid of losing him. Moments later, Finn came downstairs carrying a small overnight bag. Steffy stood immediately. Where are you going? The hospital has a room I can use for tonight. Steffy shook her head. Finn, please don't do this. Finn looked at Taylor and then back at Steffy. I'm not ending our marriage tonight. I'm trying to keep myself from making a decision while I'm furious. Steffy's face showed a small flicker of hope. So there's still a chance? Finn replied. There's always a chance when love is still there. But love isn't the question. Trust is. He walked toward the door then stopped. And Steffy, if there's anything else, anything at all, you need to tell me now. Steffy froze. Taylor noticed immediately. Finn noticed too. There is something else, he said. Steffy looked terrified. It's not what you think. Finn laughed bitterly. I don't even know what to think anymore. Taylor stood. Steffy. Steffy hesitated before saying, I took a pregnancy test. The room went silent. Finn slowly turned around. Why? Steffy's hands began shaking. Because I was late. Taylor's eyes widened. Steffy. Finn whispered. And Steffy looked between them.